So today I want to share with you both my daily and my weekly cleaning routines that I use to keep on top of our home. Hi lovely people! So today I wanted to talk to you about my weekly cleaning routines. I don't know about you, but I definitely notice that when I'm not feeling my best, it is very much reflected in my home. And I don't know if I tend to kind of slack with cleaning my home because I'm not feeling my best, or if it's actually the state of my home is influencing how I feel. I think it's a little bit of both, but something that really helps me with this is using cleaning routines. So I have both daily and weekly cleaning routines, and both are super helpful. And today I wanted to share this with you. So this is not any deep cleaning. I will talk a little bit about that a little bit further on in the video. This is definitely just the surface cleaning, I guess. But doing these things regularly means that I'm able to stay on top of a home and it doesn't get as disgusting and it just stays nice and livable. So before really starting, I think it is important to say that while you will see me doing all of these things in this video, everything is shared in our household. There are things that I do, there's things that my boyfriend does. We both have our own tasks, and there's tasks that just either of us does depending on our schedule and depending on which week it is. So first, let's talk about the daily tasks. So these are things that we do every single day. First is making the bed. This is something that I typically don't do because I tend to be out of bed earlier. So most of the time my boyfriend will do this, but having a made bed instantly makes your bedroom look so much calmer, so much nicer, so much cleaner. I mean, it only takes a few extra seconds when you get out of bed to do so. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, just straightening everything up, and it also feels really nice to crawl into a made bed in the evening. So then the next thing is laundry. So I'm the one doing the laundry in our household. I'm very particular about separating certain fabrics and colors, which is why I do it myself. And I tend to do a load most days in the week. Basically, if we do have a load, I will do a load of laundry. This way I'm able to stay on top of it. So one load of the laundry, if I have one, realistically, I do not end up doing a load every single day of the week. More like 4 or 5 times a week, which I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a lot for a household of just 2 people. But yeah, we do not have a dryer, so we're kind of stuck with how much I'm able to fit on our drying rack and then maybe our radiators to get it dry. Then something that we do every single day is wiping down the kitchen counter. It's really about staying on top of these little things. Doing this on a daily basis means that you don't have to scrub as much. When it comes time to actually do a bit more of a deep clean, just keeps the kitchen looking and feeling nice and fresh. So wiping down the counters and then also wiping down our stove. So this is something that we are not very good at. It's something that we used to do at home all the time. I'm trying to get better at this. Honestly, we're not that great. So wiping down the stove, so it's the same as wiping down the counters. It just means that you're staying on top of it, which means that it doesn't get as dirty, and so you don't have to scrub as much when it comes time to really clean it. After doing the dishes, rinsing out the sink, the dishes obviously. So this is something that I actually don't do in our household. My boyfriend is typically the one that does the dishes in our household, which I'm so grateful for. I really hate it. So basically we divided, he's doing the dishes, I do the laundry. Works for us. So doing the dishes, then afterwards rinsing down the sink. And also after dinner we will wipe down our dinner table. This is also the table that we work on, so keeping this clean really makes life a lot easier. Then after showering, squeegeeing the entire shower. So the shower walls, the glass and the bottom of the shower. This makes such a difference in keeping your shower cleaner. Both with soap scum and water stains, it helps so much, and also mold. Also, doing this every single time means that when it comes time to clean the shower, it's so much easier and it doesn't take you quite as much time. And then something else that I do most days of the week is I spend about 15 minutes for a deep clean. So I have a schedule for myself, rotating through weeks, 5 different zones in my home, if you will, and that I will deep clean, and I will spend about 15 minutes a day deep cleaning, just checking things off that list. This means that my entire house gets deep cleaned about every 6 weeks. My schedule is for about 5 weeks, but it definitely happens that maybe I'm not getting to something in a certain week. So say that it's about deep cleaned every 6 weeks, which is fantastic. Just 15 minutes is very, very doable, and you can actually get done quite a bit in those 15 minutes. If you would like to see other videos on my deep cleaning and the zones that I have and the things that I will actually clean, do let me know. I can definitely do videos about this. I think I already shared a little bit about deep cleaning my living room in a previous video. I'll make sure to link it down below as well as up in the cards. And that's it for my daily tasks. So then, weekly tasks. Last few things I talked about are things that we do every single day, but then there's also things that we do on a weekly basis to keep on top of our home. First is wiping down the surfaces of our main living spaces, of our main living areas. It's going to depend from house to house which surfaces need this. The surfaces that I don't do on a weekly basis are the surfaces that I tend to just do when I deep clean, and that works for us. So just see which surfaces for you needs more of a wipe down on a weekly basis. Do that, only takes a few minutes. Then vacuuming our entire apartments is something that we do at least once a week, typically twice a week. And then I don't mop every single week. I do mop with my deep cleaning, and then if I notice something needs a little bit of extra attention, I will quickly mop that. And then basically we really clean our kitchen and our bathroom every single week. So one week I will do the kitchen, my boyfriend does the bathroom, and then next week we switch. So both of us do both of these things. So for the kitchen, it means scrubbing out our sink, giving our countertops a good clean, backsplash of our stove. In the stove a good clean, the microwave oven a clean. And then for the bathroom, it means cleaning the mirrors, cleaning the shower, cleaning the toilets, cleaning the sink. I think that's it. So these things basically get deep cleaned on a somewhat weekly basis. Definitely on my deep cleaning list I will go a little bit deeper even, but these things stay pretty clean because we clean them on a weekly basis. Then also on a weekly basis I will change out all of our towels, both in the kitchen as well as in the bathroom. Our hand towels, both in the kitchen and in the bathroom, I might actually change out twice a week. And that's it for our weekly cleaning routine. So I've made a checklist with all of the both daily and the weekly tasks. So if you would like to use that for yourself, I have a link down below where you can just download it for free. So would you like to see more of a deep clean video from me? Do let me know if you do, because I can definitely do those. I think my cleaning routine is somewhat similar to Fly Lady. I think, I'm not sure. But if there's any cleaning routines that you would like me to try, let me know. I'm definitely open to those. And I think that might actually be fun to try a specific cleaning routine, see how I do on those. So my own cleaning routine is something that I've basically just developed through the years. It started when I still lived at my parents' house, and I slowly honed it to be the system that it is today. And it's been working great for me. The things that are getting deep cleaned and cleaned on a daily basis or weekly basis may change from home to home. For example, if you have pets, you may want to vacuum or at least sweep the floors on a daily basis. We don't have pets, so for us twice a week is perfectly fine. But yeah, if there's any cleaning routines that you would like me to try, let me know and I will see what I can do. So that's it for today's video. Those were both my daily cleaning tasks and my weekly cleaning tasks to stay on top of our home. I highly recommend that you try these things as well. If you do, maybe start with one habit at a time. That way you can slowly build them into your life and it's not going to feel as overwhelming, and you're definitely more likely to stick to it if you just do one habit at a time. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this and got anything out of this. So let me know. Do you have a cleaning system? Do you have daily cleaning tasks, weekly cleaning tasks? What are they? I am really curious. So let me know in a comment down below. That's it for today's video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this at all. It would really truly help me out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!